Well, hello everyone, I am Fracture, and this is Let's Play Divine Divinity on the PC. We have, so far, headed south, and that ended up as a little bit of a false start. We kind of wandered around in the south a little bit, and then I did a little reading on the internet. I'm not against doing that. Actually, the way I'm doing that, though, is I'm not really reading ahead on what I've solved. I'm sort of reading up to the point where I am in the game occasionally, only if I have reason to, just to see if I've missed any large quest items and that sort of thing, and also to help me keep the Let's Play moving along. Anyway, as we solved sort of one of the main quests that we had since the beginning of the game. We've cured this area of the plague, which turned out to be actually a poisoned well. A doctor has been locked up for it. And now we have a little bit of a quest back at Verdistis, so we'll probably head back there. And on the way, I think I'll stop in at the Dwarven... Was it Dwarven Village? I think it was. There's actually a little road down here into a village. We've seen it before, but I think I must have reloaded and then not revisited it or something, because it's not marked on the map. So, all right. It's a bit of a long way. I'm going to head to this teleporter and then jump over here. But I think I'll turn off fraps for that. There's nothing is going to happen as I walk over there. So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I've just been cleaning off the map a little bit. If you remember, there was a large area that I hadn't cleared off over here in terms of Fog of War. Mostly because I bought some empty flasks and that sort of thing and emptied out my inventory a little bit off camera. Nothing exciting, I just sold a bunch of crap, basically. But with all the extra empty flasks, I decided to do a little mushroom hunting, and while I did that, I cleared this area off. So I've worked my way down here, and I found a cave. Everything in this area has been a one-hit kill, so I don't think this cave's going to be anything that thrilling, but it is a cave I haven't visited, so let's go down and take a look. Come on, go. Oh, he's stuck on the rock. There you go. Come on. There we are. Okay, Royal Chain. Don't think I'll even bother picking up. It has no magical stats. Death Blow. This actually is probably worth something. Any of these green items. That's always good. A book, now that I know how to read the stupid things. That looks like quite a good weapon. It's a claymore, so I'd have to give up my shield, which I'm not willing to do anymore with it maxed out. So it's a seller. But looks pretty good. It's got life drain 5, which is really nice, so it actually might be something I lug around with me. Although if you look at the weight, it's a heck of a heavy sword. Okay, all in all, a very brief trip into a cave, but yes, worth the trouble. I can now turn into frogs, by the way. That's what that spellbook does. Unless, of course, I don't have enough mana when I'm full of mana to cast the spell. Let's see how much it takes. 16, yeah, so I could, if I found the need, turn into a frog. I don't know if that's a decent form of stealth or what it might be. Okay, on the map now, I'm kind of in the mood to clear off the rest of this map. At least up until the point I reach the dwarf town. And looking at it, there's not much. So I was going to turn off fraps, but I don't think I will. There's also this plateau area up here that I can't get on top of. And I notice a couple of chests, so it might be worth going up there. But if I want to do that, I'm going to have to find some stairs first. So let's go ahead, and you get to watch me do sort of the OCD pixel clearing on the mini-map, basically. And it's usually not that tiresome. You do stumble across the occasional troll or thug, but they're all one-hit kills, so it's not like I'm gaining any experience. It's almost like hunting for gold. Once you start, you can't stop, because you think, if I just did it one more day, maybe I'll find that big surprise. So where are we to? I think just south of here. Just check again. I think this is... I may be in the wrong place for the dwarven town. I think it's here. I think that's it. Pure guess, though. I know we missed it the second time around, and I thought it was actually further north. I thought it was up here, towards Verdistus, but clearly not. There's no town up there, so let's see if I'm heading in the right area. Well, there's our stairs up. What the heck? Let's go ahead and see if I can find a fairly quick way to get to those chests that I saw. It's funny, these plateaus tend to be a bit of a Galapagos island. They're always just swarming with snakes and spiders, and I guess the snakes and spiders have the same difficulty with a little 1 foot drop that I do. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know if that's a trap or... I mean, there's nothing worth looting here, except maybe that book, Meteor Strike. Again, I'm not a magic user, but these are worth about 8,000 gold if you needed to sell them. But, you know, when you look at the kind of gold that I'm lugging around, I don't need the gold. So more out of interest and completeness, I read the books. I just add to my list of known enchantments. You never know when I find boots of incredible amount of mana or something. Okay, it looks like we've hit that dead end. Okay, so the place where I saw the treasure chest was right over here, so it doesn't look like I'm going to make it on this plateau. But we found what appears to be another village, and I'm assuming this is going to be the Dwarven village. So again, I'm still taking the time to clear off a bit of the map as I go over here. Now, for those of you that have visited every single one of... Visited? Yeah, I suppose. For those of you that have watched all of my Let's Plays, you'll recognize this village. We've been here. And I just didn't save it.
Hear ye, hear ye! To all brave and loyal dwarves, our good king calls you to arms. War is declared on the dastardly elves. Hear ye, hear ye! To all brave and loyal dwarves, our good king calls you to arms.
Okay, I'm not sure why I decided to say that twice, but we have this thing going on. Somebody's pulling a scam, because the dwarves are fighting the elves are fighting the dwarves, and they both think each team is conspiring with the humans. Some sort of political machinations are happening. One would assume it has to do with Janus, or the demon that's got him anyway, setting up some sort of a, you know, if they fight each other, I don't have to fight them sort of a setup. And we seem to have uncovered something. That looks interesting. Good, there's guards outside it, so we can... it just looks like a temple. Yeah, did we uncover this in the Let's Play before? This is actually quite a large area, isn't it? Alright. Who knew? Just avoiding the plateau at the moment, trying to just get a idea of the scale of this place and how many buildings. And I was going to say, we've got to come to the other end of the fog of war at some point, because this wasn't a huge area we had skipped. And there it is. We're now pretty much done a lap around the place. Yeah, so we're still in the Dwarven area here. So let's look on the big map, and yeah, basically it's this whole area. This whole section is the Dwarven town, and we managed to avoid it till now. Okay, I'm just going to do a spiral, clear off some of this fog, doesn't make for exciting video, especially around a town, because of course the town means probably no thugs to fight. Just minor, snakes and a few wasps and that sort of thing. Remember when these used to be difficult? I do. Oh, and I've run out of stamina. So actually I'll just pause Fraps while it recharges. Okay, well there's most of my stamina back, and actually for the second time I did take the time to clear off the rest of this area. I haven't gone into any of these buildings, so I still don't know what any of them are. They seem to be a lot of vendors and stuff, so your basic town. We'll go poking around now, and I just thought I'd start by this thing since it would be recognizable, you'd know where I was. Hail, human. Folks say that you're a well-meaning creature. Well, so am I. We should get along just fine. Hail, dwarf. What's the news today? No news today that I know of, human. Try me later. Okay, so that whole thing about preparing for war kind of hasn't, got to the military yet? Alright, anyway. Yeah, remember from last time, it was only a few seconds ago. Grog Dungulugger. Oh, citizen, what is this funny smell coming from you? Ah, right, I do remember this from the last time, although we never saved it. I might ask the same of you, dwarf. You stink of dung from 2 halberds length away. Oh, a human. Thought it was Rowan the pig breeder. Why is it all you humans smell like pigs? I don't know. Why do you smell like a dung pit? I'm Grog the Dunglugger. I haul excrement from the village out to fertile fields. It's an ancient and honourable trade, and profitable, but the odour is a bit of a setback. Suppose you don't know any girls with no sense of smell, do you? Any race, I'm not picky. I did know a nice little imp woman in Riverton a couple of years back. She couldn't smell a rotten fish if you held it under her nose. Her name is Fornix. If I see her, I'll tell her to pay you a visit. Last I heard, she was single and looking for a husband. Sounds perfect. Fornix, you say? Well, maybe I'll wander down that way and pay my respects. Good luck. I'm sure you'll make a lovely couple. All right. Hello, human. I'm just preparing to nip down to Riverton to see if that imp girl you mentioned is still single and looking for a man. She hasn't regained her sense of smell. That's nice, Grog. Excuse me, your odor is making my eyes water. All right. So nothing of interest there, as it were. Would you care for a cool ale from old Rimmer here, human? What, you're a hologram? I have never cared much for the rinse water sold at the taverns about here, so I sets myself to brewing my own. Would you care for some bottles at a decent price? What makes your ale so superior to that sold in the taverns? Some sort of secret ingredient. Since I've read this before, I'm just going to skip through it. How much for it? It'd be 5 gold bits. Well, what is this wonderful ingredient you're using? Very well, it's a deal. And I think I did that last time. We went ahead and bought a bottle of this brew. And yeah, there it is. Looks like just generic dwarven ale. Might be some sort of hint to a quest. It's not a quest in itself, or my quest book would have lit up. But it may be some reference to a quest. I don't know. Just trying to find the door into this place. It doesn't appear to be one as he walks through it. Dwarven miner, generic. Hail, human. Good morning. What news? I hear your human farmlands are suffering a lot of troll attacks lately. I've always said that we should go easier on the trolls. Integrate them into a civilized society and train them to forget their vicious ways. They may be smelly, stupid, and vicious, but so are you humans. Oh, sorry, no offense. Okay, so nothing of interest in that building either, it would seem. This doesn't seem to be a great place for questing. There's a dude. Hail, human. Yes. Dwarf, what's the news? No news. Oh, there's another dude down here. Oh, human. Change your mind about a tombstone? Thorgrim the Death? What an odd name. You're a warrior or assassin. Nay, I'm a stonemason. I cut headstones for graves, to be exact. The best business indeed. I'm the only one in the business. I'm the only professional headstone carver in Riverton since the Battlemere the elf died. So, if I'm planning to die, I have to come to you. Only if you want to be remembered after your death. If you want to go to an anonymous grave, that's your business. I meant to leave a tombstone of fame and glory to keep my memory alive after I die. Fair enough, but folks might still have difficulty finding which plot of earth on which to lay flowers in your memory if you don't have a marker stone. I think I can live with that. It ain't the living that's the question here, it's dying. Maybe after you're dead, a bunch of flowers may mean a bit more to you. Still, it's your funeral. No, I think I'll let my bones be in an anonymous grave. Okay, let's see. So, not much excitement there. Wasn't particularly worth the trip, but we didn't know that until we took it, did we? Now, I'm looking at the map and I noticed this huge area. If memory serves, it's been a long time, but I think this is just two large plateaus separated by a path. I think I might do that off camera. I'm not going to bother you with it. I think our next stop will be up north to the city of Verdistis again. I can't remember why we were to head here, but I do recall we got a new quest up here. And let's see. So, find a potion for Tibius. Nope, Tibius is doomed. Claims to have lived in... Oh, yes. This might be it. Verdistis, yes. She says Malcolm has been stealing from the Merchants Guild. Perhaps you can go find more about this. And I think we find more about this here. Teleporter... Merchants Guild. Okay, so that's probably where we go. And if this wraps up nicely, that will be the end of this video, I think. Oh, a bit of a sneezing fit there. Okay, so where were we? We're looking for somebody to tell about this dude that's been skimming the profits. Malcolm? Greetings again. I hope you enjoy your stay in Verdistis. Now, how can I help you? Okay, so apparently this isn't the guy, or he would have brought it up, right? Who did she say we were to tell? Maybe we need to find out more about it before we... Or let's start just generic conversation. Please continue. Oh, we could rent or buy a house in Verdistis. We certainly have the cash for it. I didn't know that. The former Duke asked the guild to become the... I'm not going to read this out. I think we've gone through this before. What happened next? When a single decade became the most powerful organization. How do you become a member? You must have a document that proves you have a business of medium size in the dukedom. If you're not affiliated with a company, then you can always pay us a sum of 10,000 gold coins to enter. I think the many advantages you get as a guild member with the proper training. All shops will give you better prices. Yes, the fee is large, but it would be willing to lower the fee if you could do me a small favor. Well, tell me about this favor. There's a woman called Maria living in the poor quarter of Riverton. She has been slandered the reputation of the guild for quite some time. She's recently received information that Maria is planning to assassinate a member of the guild. What do you wish me to do with Maria? We cannot take any direct steps against Maria ourselves. If you can take care of her, then your favor with us would rise considerably. I would even waive the entrance fee to join our guild. You want me to kill an innocent woman, that's all? I'm no assassin. A pity. I will not take any steps to deal with Maria just yet, so if you should change your mind, please return to me. Farewell. So I wonder if he's the guy, Malcolm. I really should read this more carefully. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Duh. If I had read that in the first place, this would have made sense. He's the one that's skimming the profits, so of course he wants to kill her. Wealthy citizen. But given that, who might we tell? Locked door, can't tell anybody there. Trevor. Only guild members are permitted to enter. I shall ignore your impudence for this time. Let's see. You are amusing. A well-trained group of soldiers. I'm interested. I will speak to you again. What do I need? Okay, well, it seems like the only thing... Oh, that's interesting. A key, possibly to the other room across the hall. Well, this didn't go as smoothly as I'd hoped. But I think this would be a good time to end the video. I think we're well beyond 30 minutes as it is. So I will just stand by the teleporter. We could even have an audience for my ority. I should probably head here and face the audience. Oh, look. A whole crowd of invisible white rabbits. Alright. I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening. I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or give me the thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, folks. Cheers.